All right, guys, so I'm going to make a video about how to make a farm as quickly as possible. So if I am moving this camera around a little too much, I apologize in advance. So here we go. And I know it seems like I'm moving very fast, but after you build a few of these farms, you start to remember which buildings need to be built when at certain levels. So the more times you do it, the more efficient and quick you'll be. Even then, sometimes you forget, but that's okay. And at some point in between my buildings, I will join any random alliance because once you do that, you get an extra 200 gold that you can use towards buying more resources. Once you get to keep level 4, you can build your dragon den, which I recommend you do right away because if you're like me, you forget to do it later. So I usually build it up to level 4. And it's really nice right now because you have a little bit of a boost due to the construction event, but normally it takes a little bit longer. So now since I'm waiting for that timer for 7 more seconds, I'm going to use this opportunity to join an allegiance. And Peter Baelish comes up, click on that, and there you go. You've got an extra 200 gold. And now this is done, so I can keep moving along. So you want to try and maximize your 1 minute and 5 minutes for when you need it. Try not to waste the 5 minutes if you only have like 11 minutes or so, because then you only need a 1 minute speed up. So you quickly click through, collect Tyrion's quests kind of as you go. You'll need those for the speed ups. You do get a second builder at K4, so that's nice. I'm not sure what's going. Oh, here we go. For free, so I take advantage of that. Now that I've got some of those 1 minute speed ups that I collected from Tyrion's quest, I'm going to go ahead and finish this. Because remember that you automatically get a free 10-minute construction window even with just a farm. And one way to kind of tell what buildings you still need to build, on your plot in your keep, it will be kind of a lighter color. So that can kind of give you a clue that, hey, I need to build this before I can go on to my next keep level. Oops, we just wasted some 5-minute speed ups there, so this would be a good time to cash out some of Tyrion's quests so I can get some more 1 minutes so I'm not wasting my 5s. And if you do, it's not a big deal. You saw I already used several 5s when I could have gotten away with using a 1 minute. All right, we've cashed out for now, so let's keep going. Now I do the sawmill and I do the war camp because those are the two that you kind of need to keep going. So see how this is kind of a lighter color than the dark plot that I can't build yet. And sometimes what I'll do is have both my builders going at once, so I have my timer kind of counting down those last few seconds, and on the other builder I'm using it to construct something else. Now that's ready, and I might just use a 2 gold there to finish that up. Now my wall is done. So I'm at K5. At K5, remember you get that advanced support. If there wasn't a research event going on, if I got my max prize on my build event from just doing the K5, I would have just kept it there. But right now, since there's a research event going on, you get extra prizes from the research event if you build to a K7 instead of keeping it at a K5 or a K6, which is why I am building some more than I normally would. And kind of like Zig mentioned earlier, you want to try and train one of all of these guys so that way you can get some more speed ups from those Tyrion's quests. They all ask for training 1 squire or 1 slinger. So I just kind of at some point go through and train 1 of everything so that I can get those. But again, being efficient with your time so that you're doing something basically all the time is the key to making this worthwhile. So if you haven't been paying attention as I've been clicking through these Tyrion's quests, they're giving me not only resources, but a lot of little speed ups that I need to keep going, which is what we're gonna do. Let's see, what am I missing? I need to do this. And every time your house level goes up, you do also get additional speed ups, which is really quite nice. And then, so now in order to finish my keep level 7, I'm going to use just 30 gold to finish that up. And then you get a good number of additional resources from that. We want to make sure that we go to our inbox here and collect our items that WB gives every player for free. For us right now, we're getting this level cap increase basket. And then you also have an additional 250 gold. So you want to make sure you collect both of those. Collect this because in here you get additional speed ups and a few other resources. Now I am at K7, so now I want to do my research event. I had already built my dragon den, so I should have collected enough lore from upgrading my dragon den from Tyrion. So I'm going to go ahead and do that one big dragon research because that will almost get you to the max prize in the research event. So it's this one right here. So as you can see, I'm just going to start the research. You don't actually have to finish it. And then when I go look at my research event, you can see I'm just short of the max prize. I've got 30,390, 30.7K. So I just need an additional 500 points. You have an extra maester at this point. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick any research, use my second maester, speed through that, do one more, just start it. And then I've got my max prize now. And I want to make sure that I've actually collected it. So now I have almost 6,000 gold to spend. I'm going to go through and open up that basket that WB gave me. As you can see, it gave me an additional 905,000 wood, 905,000 food. And I, in particular, need wood to upgrade my buildings. And I'm sure most of you do as well. So I'm going to buy the largest first because you generally get the most resources for your coins if you buy the larger ones. Until I am basically out, I can't buy any more. Now I'm going to go through, cash out all of my resources, and let's see where we're at. All right, so there you have it, guys. That is, it took me, it looks like 13 minutes, not quite 13 and a half minutes, and I've got 4.8 million food and 8.5 million wood. I've got that advanced port. I actually have two, one from upgrading my keep and one from one of the events. So I'm going to use that to go over to my main and port next to that right here somewhere. And then I will use my main to attack it. I hope that you guys found this helpful. So enjoy. Happy hunting.